Hello, welcome to Prestige Imports. My name is Sean Farshchi.
Sean, Joe, nice to meet you.
Joe, nice to meet you as well. What brings you into Prestige this afternoon?
Well, I'm in the market for a car, and I've been looking around. I don't think I can quite get into a new one because I want to get something, something nice. I've never had a German car before, and just thought I'd give the Audis a try.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great brand. First off, Joe, let me give you one of my business cards here.
Okay.
Hold on to that. Now, Joe, let me ask you a couple questions. First off, what's important to you in your next car?
Well, I like a car that handles well. I'm a little bit of an aggressive driver, so sportiness, handling, performance,
yeah.
It's a strong point.
Well, you're definitely looking at the right car for performance. We've got a lot of great performance features on this car. And Joe, are you married, kids, anything like that?
No, I'm single, but I do have, my brother's got some kids, so I, may tote them around a little bit here and there.
Okay, so they'll be in the back seat sometimes?
Yeah,
perfect.
Sure.
And what are you currently driving these days?
Oh, it's an older Acura. It's time for an upgrade.
So you're really looking for something that's a lot more fun than that.
Yeah, something, absolutely.
Perfect. Well, let's take a look over here at this car. This is a beautiful 2008 Audi A4 2.0 Turbo, and it is a certified pre-owned car, and that means it has a really, really good warranty in addition to the balance of the factory warranty that the car started out with. Now, I think there are some key advantages that Audi has over a lot of the other cars that are in this class, and cars like the 3 Series BMW, the Mercedes-Benz C-Class, the Lexus IS. One of the first advantages that pops in my head is traction. Those cars all come standard as rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
This car actually comes standard as front-wheel drive. Now, I know all those other brands, they have an optional all-wheel drive system. We have an optional system called Quattro. It's the most active all-wheel drive system in the market. But our front-wheel drive system, which is what this car has on it, is really, really good. Difference with front-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive is the engine is over the front of the car. That's where that's where the weight is. That's where you want the traction to be. A rear-wheel drive car is going to get pretty squirrely in snow and ice and things like that. So nobody does traction as good as Audi, and I think that's a big, big benefit to you. And really what it means is you've got greater safety in this car, and you've got much better versatility. If you're heading up to the hills, going out of town for the weekend, you get caught in a rainstorm, snowstorm, you're going to be very confident driving this car. So big advantage to you there. Well, let's take a look at this thing. I'll show you some of the features on it if you want to walk around this with me a little bit.
Sure.
First off, this is a really good looking 17-inch sport wheel and nice all-season tire. Pretty good looking stuff, don't you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, I love the front end of these Audis. If you come on over here with me, let's peek at this. Very, very beautiful front end. It's got this very distinctive large single frame grille here with the 4 Audi rings in the middle. You've seen these out and about, I'm sure, haven't you?
Yeah, it stands out.
You see that in your rearview mirror. You see that at a restaurant. You know exactly what it is. It's a Tier 1 luxury car. Really, really good looking. Now, Audi has a very clear design philosophy. It's form follows function. So we want our cars to be beautiful, which they certainly are, but we want them to function even better. Yeah. And that's a theme you're going to see throughout this car. I think a really good example of that is every Audi spends over 1,000 hours in the wind tunnel to make sure it's as aerodynamic as possible. So very, very aerodynamic car, and the benefit to you is greater fuel efficiency, greater performance.
Okay.
So big, big benefits. Now, is fuel efficiency something that's important to you?
Yeah, gas is getting expensive
these
days.
It goes up and up and up, so that's a pretty big concern for a lot of folks. It is for me. This car actually gets about 31 miles per gallon, so it's really, really fuel efficient, and they do that without compromising performance. It's still a fast, fun-to-drive car.
Okay.
So great stuff there. Now, it has a neat package on this particular car that Audi did in 2008. It's called the S-Line exterior body package, and you can see the little S-Line badge right here on the car. It's got some neat little attributes to it, just some subtle nuances that make it a little different than a typical A4, a little more distinctive. If you look down here on the lower end of the bumper there, it kind of comes out a little bit more. It's a little more aggressive, a little sportier looking. Yeah. Nice little touches. If you follow me over here and you look along the rocker panels here, it comes out a little bit more as well. That's part of that S-Line package.
Okay.
Just a little distinction, kind of some fun stuff. Oh, and I really like this. This is a turn signal indicator on the front fender of the car here. Now, if you're in multi-lane traffic, you hit that turn signal. That car that's a couple lanes over, they're really going to see that you're merging. So nice safety element there as well. Now, speaking of safety, you said you have some kids in here sometimes, potentially. Safety is probably really important to you. It is for most folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, this car, according to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, is top pick. It's as safe as it can possibly be. Got top marks for side, front, rear, and rollover. So they say it's as safe as a midsize sedan can possibly be. So you can feel really, really good about that. Well, let's go check out this this back seat. I'm gonna hop back there. See how that feels for you. Feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is a leather interior. Audi uses absolutely the best possible materials throughout this car. So the fit and finish is really, really good on it. They actually use an organic dye on their leather seats, so it's extremely durable.
Yeah.
Pretty comfortable back there?
Yeah, it is.
Well, if you're comfortable, I'm sure any little ones that are going to be back there will be just fine. Go ahead and hop out and let me show you some of the functions of that back seat. Now, right over here, this little lever, you can fold these seats right down. It's a 60-40 folding split, so you've definitely got easy accessibility for golf clubs, bikes, what have you, whatever you put back there. And this is kind of nice. Go ahead and knock on that. You've got metal backing on that seat as well. So whatever's going on in your trunk, it's not going to affect your back seat.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look at the back of this car. So we've got a little bit more of this S-line package back here.
Yeah.
We've got this natural spoiler curved
Okay.
into the trunk lid right there. Some nice looking stuff. This car does have dual exhaust pipes, and this is an S-line diffuser that comes around those exhaust pipes. So again, some little nuances that make this car a little bit different.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put your hand on that soft touch button there. Pop that trunk on open if you would. That's a pretty good sized trunk, don't you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this kind of falls back into that form follows function. So here's a smaller car that's very sporty, great gas mileage, things you're looking for, but it's also really user friendly. You got tons of space back there. Now, do you golf or ski?
Yeah, I like to mountain bike and I snowboard as well.
Snowboard?
So,
Great.
yeah.
Well, here's something that I do whenever I go up to the mountains. So get out. First thing you do, you sit down on here, you grab your snowboard boots, in my case ski boots, stick them on your feet, ready to go. Go ahead and have a seat right next to me there.
Yeah.
So pretty functional. Works perfect for that. You got all your gear back here.
Okay.
Grab them, put it on your feet. Feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right.
Now, there's one element back here that a lot of other car brands aren't doing. I really appreciate this. That's a full-size spare tire back there.
Nice.
Toolkit, jack, everything you need. Now, hopefully you don't have to get too involved with this because one of the benefits of the certified warranty is 24-hour roadside assistance.
Yeah.
So if you ever have a flat tire, you can just call Audi. They're going to come out free of charge, take care of that flat tire for you. So, you know, great coverage that comes along with that. But just in case, you do have everything you need.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's come over here and take a look at this window sticker that we have on here, and it's got a little more information about the car. So, again, it's a 2008 Audi A4 2.0 turbo. That's a fantastic engine. We'll talk about that in just a minute.
Sure.
And again, it's a certified pre-owned car, so some great benefits that come along with that as well. This particular car has 33,576 miles on it, and very reasonably priced at $23,720. Now, this color is what they call deep sea blue. It's definitely one of my favorite colors. What do you think of it?
Yeah, I love the blue.
It's beautiful, it is. Now, it's worth mentioning what Audi goes through to make the car look this nice. It's a 27-step paint process. It actually starts with an electro-charged primer, and they flood the panels with wax to make sure that everything's perfectly sealed. And because they go through such a process to do that, they actually give you a 12-year unlimited mileage corrosion warranty. That starts from the original purchase date of the car. No other brand does that. You're not going to see that on Lexus. You're not going to see that on anybody else.
Yeah.
So I think what that is more than anything is a really good indication of the build quality that you find in an Audi. So 12-year unlimited mileage corrosion warranty. Really, really good stuff.
That's great.
Now, is warranty something that's important to you?
Yeah, you know, I know there's a lot of certified pre-owned programs out there and other cars I've been looking at. What makes Audis different?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, Joe, because there are some big differences in Audi certified program and virtually everybody else's. So first off, not all Audis can be certified. The car can have no more than 60,000 total miles on it. It can be no more than 5 model years old.
Okay.
So that's the first qualification. You familiar with Carfax history?
I've heard of Carfax. Don't know too much about
Well, let me just kind of give you an overview on that. What Carfax is great consumer tool. It's going to tell you where the car came from, how many owners it's had, if it's ever been involved in fire, flood damage, accidents, things of that nature. In order to certify this car, it has to have an acceptable Carfax.
Okay.
We've actually got this one in a packet here. I've seen it. It's a one-owner Carfax. Great history on it.
Yeah.
So we've got to have an acceptable Carfax. Then this is the big difference. This is where Audi really breaks away from everybody else. We put the car through a 307-point inspection. Every item must pass to call this car certified. And Joe, this is a big, big benefit to you.